The themes of the novel. Themes of the novel. Right. In this novel, there are many themes, many messages. Themes means messages. Many messages to the readers. Many messages to the readers. Right. As it is a novel, it does have many themes or messages. Okay, write down first one. First one. The theme of the theme of the theme of the conflict between the theme of conflict between the theme of conflict between the two social classes of the rich and the poor. Rich and the poor. Write down next paragraph, write down, that is the topic. In this novel, there are two distinctive distinctive means clear. Two distinctive social classes. Two distinctive social classes. Full stop. One class is the aristocratic, aristocratic, aristocratic class that has political, political and economic powers, political and economic powers. The other class is the lower class of society, which includes the lower class of society, which includes INCLUDES, includes the poor people, the poor people, the poor people who are economically economically, socially, and politically, politically, politically oppressed, OPPRESSED, politically oppressed. Go on writing. The royal family and the other people, the royal family and the other people connected, other people connected to it, and the other people connected to it represent the aristocratic class, aristocratic class. Aristocratic class. They have in their hands, they have in their hands, they have in their hands the political power, and the judiciary, JUDICIAR, right? JUDICIAR, Right. Judiciary means law. Judiciary powers. Judiciary powers. Judiciary powers. This class is much concerned. This class is much concerned. This class is much concerned about keeping their powers, keeping their powers unchallenged. UNCHALLENT. Keeping their powers unchallenged rather than the benefit and welfare WELFARE, welfare of the poor people. Welfare of the poor people. The poor class suffers from all miseries of life. MISERIES. All miseries of life, but the ruling rich class have no solutions. To them. Awful, full stop. Awful quote in the novel. Awful quote in the novel is a symbol of SYMB, a symbol of poor people's sufferings. Poor people's sufferings. They have no basic needs of life. They have no basic needs of life, such as housing, food, clothing, education, etc. Education, etc. But the rich people are blessed, BLESSED, are blessed with all needs of life. All needs of life. The prince in the novel represents the rich and aristocratic class of society. These people often use the brutal, B-R-U-T-A-L, brutal law, L-A-W, law and punishment to control the rising, R-I-S-I-N-G, rising of the poor. Rising of the poor against them. Rising of the poor against them. Next theme. The theme of love and compassion. Next theme. The theme of love and compassion and hatred and jealousy. J-E-A-L-O-U-S-Y. J-E-A-L-O-U-S-Y. Hatred and jealousy. Right. Go on, write in next paragraph. Description. In the novel, there are many characters who represent R-E-P-R-E-S-E-N-T, who represent the above qualities of human heart. The above qualities of human heart. The above qualities of human heart. The prince Tom Canty, Father Andrew, Miles Hendon, Miles Hendon, Tom's mother, Tom's mother, are some prominent characters who stand for love, who stand for love. Who stand for love, compassion, kindness, love, compassion, kindness, full stop. John Canty, King Henry, the Hermit, Hugh Hendon, are some prominent characters who have hatred, jealousy, and violent feelings, in their hearts. Feelings in their hearts. However, in this conflict between love and hatred, comma, humanity and inhumanity, humanity, humanity and inhumanity, humanity and inhumanity. Inhumanity. The good-hearted people. The good-hearted people win. Win. Good-hearted people win. Good-hearted people win. Win. All other bad evil-hearted people are defeated. Defeated. Tom, Edward, Miles Hendon, become heroes of good-heartedness. Heroes of good-heartedness at the end. Heroes of good-heartedness at the end. Next theme, the theme of children's innocence. The theme of children's innocence against the elders, corrupted, C-O-R-R-U-P-T-D, corrupted nature. The theme of elders' innocence against the elders' corrupted nature. Write down. In the novel, heroes are Heroes are the child characters. Heroes are the child characters like Edward, Tom Canty, Lady Elizabeth, Lady Jane Grey, the Lady Jane Grey, the Lady Jane Grey, Prissy and Margery, P-R-I-S-S-Y, Prissy and Margery, M-A-R-G-E-R-Y, Margery, because they harbor, H-A-R-B-O-U-R, keep, harbor means they harbor all good qualities, some values, all good values of the human heart, all good values of the human heart. All good values of the human heart. They are honest, H-O-N-E-S-T, they are honest, truthful. They are honest, truthful, open-hearted, intelligent, and have no hatred or jealousies. And have no hatred and jealousies. Hatred and jealousies. They trust and believe each other. They trust and believe each other. They are cooperative. C-O-P-E-R-A-T-I-V. They are cooperative and helpful. They are cooperative and helpful. On the other hand, the elders like King Henry John Canty, Hartford, The Hermit, Hugh Hendon, Hugo, are some elders who harbor hatred, jealousy, evilness, 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 in their hearts. They are opportunistic, opportunistic, greedy, dishonest, They never believe in each other. They never believe in each other. They never believe in each other. And they are full of pride, Pride, pride and arrogance, 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 pride and arrogance. But there are some elder characters like Miles Hendon, Father Andrew, Tom's mother, The judge. The judge. Who have admirable qualities like love and sympathy. Admirable qualities like love and sympathy. Like love and sympathy. Next theme, the theme of appearance and reality. R-E-A-L-I-T-Y. Appearance and reality. The theme of appearance and reality. Right. It's one basic theme of this novel. How people appears and what their reality is. Okay. Write down. This theme of the novel is discussed through the exchange of clothes, between the two protagonists, 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 the prince and the pauper. The prince and the pauper. The prince and the pauper. It is depicted that appearance of a person is not always truthful. is not always truthful. Full stop. The superficial appearance of a person may covers up, covers, covers up the real nature of that person, the real nature of that person. The royal palace, the royal palace people believe, the royal palace people believe that Tom is the true Prince of Wales. Tom is the true Prince of Wales. Going by his appearance. Going by his appearance. Tom honestly mentions that he is not the true prince, but a pauper child, and no one believes these truthful words, because his princely appearance hides his true nature. Full stop. the situation is the same with the prince. The situation is same with the prince after exchanging clothes with the pauper, the prince appears to be a pauper. The prince appears to be a pauper, but in reality, he is a prince. He is a prince. He often says, he is a prince, but no one believes him. Because of his beggar's appearance. Mark Twain implies, IMPLIS, implies that clothes may give a person a fake, F-A-K, fake means false, a fake appearance and character, hiding their true nature. Right. Full stop. That is why all members of parliament wear white clothes. Politicians la සුදු ඇඳුම් අඳින්නේ ඒකයි. Because they are black in nature. උන් ස්වභාවයෙන් කළුයි. කළු චරිත. ඒ කළු චරිතේ උන් වහගන්න සුදු ඇඳගෙන. නැතු උන් සිල්වත් ගුණවත් හින්දා නෙමෙයි. තේරුණාද? උන් කපටි, කෛරාටිකයි, වංචාකාරී, murderous, full of evilness. මේවා වහගන්න ඒවා වහන්න ලංකාවේ තියෙනවා පාට. ඒ පාට තමයි සුදු. තේරුණාද? සුදු ඇඳහම මිනිස්සු හිතනවා මේක හොඳ මිනිහෙක්. තේරුණාද? මේක නිකන් අර කොකාගේ සුද වගේ තමයි. නේද? ඒක හැංගවිලා තියෙන්නේ. ඒ නිසා clothes can give man false appearance, fake appearance. Their blackness can be hidden by these clothes. And don't judge people by clothes. Don't judge people by clothes. Misu, ඇඳුමින් judge කරන්න එපා. You understand? සමහරට සුදු ඇඳගෙන යන කාට වැඩිය එළුවෙන් යන එක හොඳ ඇති ගුණගරුකයි. තේරුණා නේද? That is what Mark Twain discusses here. Appearances are always deceptive. Really තියාගන්න කොහේ. Appearances are always deceptive. D-E-C-E-P-T-I-V-E. පෙනුම රැවටිලිකාරී. Appearances are always deceptive. Therefore, don't run after appearances. See the reality, truth. ඇත්ත බලන්න, ඇත්ත. Right? පොත්ත නෙමෙයි ඇත්ත. පොත්තට රැවටෙන්න එපා. තේරුණේ? Now, there are some important themes of this novel. We have to discuss characters of the novel in detail. I will do it next week. For the moment, I am going to touch a poem. You have some poems to be done. We have some poems to be done. What is the last poem we did, Ruchira? Completed. What is the last poem? Take your poetry book now. Yes?
I know why the cage bird sings.
I know why the cage bird sings. Then there are many other poems left to you. You have to go hurry. You have to go hurry. Voice kind, Richard Corey, the camel's hum, the earthen goblet, father and son, fear, two's company. Ella, ella. Valatama. Ella kaise? Okay. Now this is a holiday season. You have a month. We can have some extra classes to complete these. Otherwise, we won't be able to complete this before the examination. Right. Now, woe is kind. Let's go to that poem. Woe is kind. Right? This poem comes under
Sir, एक आप ही करा.
Richard Corey theme.
एक आध करा sir.
And then I know why the cage bird sings. एक
आध करो भी का sir.
Camel's hum.
करा.
Father and earthen goblet.
No.
Then go to the earthen goblet. Right. The earthen goblet. Take the poem into your hand. Go to the poetry book. The earthen goblet. A poem under theme of life. The poem under theme of life. The earthen goblet. Okay. What is a goblet? Goblet is a vase. Vase, you know, flower vase. A pot made of earth or soil or clay. Earthen goblet. The goblet is not natural. The goblet is not natural. It is an artificial, man-made object. Artificial, man-made object. The goblet is artificial, A-R-T-I-F-I-C-I-L, artificial, man-made object. The goblet. Artificial, man-made object. Right? Not natural. Not natural. The goblet is made from clay. C-L-A-Y, clay. Clay is natural. Clay is natural. Who makes goblet? Who makes goblet? Yes, potter. The potter. Potter than potter. Ena potter on the Yana potter on that. Potter. Potter is the maker. Potter is the changer. The potter changes clay into goblet. Potter changes natural clay into artificial goblet. Potter changes natural clay into artificial goblet. Right? Now imagine clay. Clay is one type of life. Goblet is another type of life. Clay is one type of life. Goblet is another type of life. Imagine that way, because this poem is about life. Then, potter is the one who changes life of clay or clay life into goblet's life. Now it's clear. Potter is the one who changes clay life into goblet life. Now, who is this potter? What is his role? His role is the changer's role. Changer's role. Who changes our lives? There are two factors. There are two forces that change our lives. One is nature, the other is society. Nature, society. Nature changes human life, as well as society changes human life. Nature changes, society changes. What are the changes done by nature on human life? Now, you are a young boy and girl, but few years back, you were a little boy and girl. Now, in future, you will be an elder, an old person. In that way, life changes. That is nature's change. It is natural. You can't stop it. Growing your life into old age, you can't stop. You can't stop that process. Finally, we will die. Death will come to us at any moment. Nature's change. Right? We can bear it up. We can tolerate it. Nature's changes. But changes from society are not so. Society changes your life. Society changes your life. You have to live according to society. You have to live according to society. Right? Society changes you as it needs. If society wants a doctor, it creates a doctor. If society needs a king, it creates a king. If society needs you to follow a different religion, it gives you a religion. Right? If society wants to make you an educated person, society gives you education. Right? Therefore, society decides your life. We are not free. We are not free. අපි දැන් නිදහස කියලා සමරුවාට ඔය ඇති කෙහෙල්මල් නිදහසක් නැහැ. අපිට කොහෙන්වත් නිදහසක් නැහැ. මොනවද නිදහස කියලා තියෙන්නේ? දැන් නිදහසේ හුස්ම ටිකක්වත් ගන්න තියෙනවා. No. Because society controls us. Society controls us. It brings us changes. Changes. Now imagine society decides to change your place of living, your home. You have to go to a new home, in a new place. That is a change. That is a new life. New life. Now, goblet has a new life. What is its old life? Clay. Its old life is clay. New life is goblet. Two different lives, two different situations, many different feelings. These changes from society are very, very serious. Very serious. Sometimes they are happy changes. Sometimes they are unhappy changes. Right? Happy changes, unhappy changes. Happy changes, unhappy changes. Now, for example, society gives you a job. Society gives you a job with a good salary. Then you are happy, right? And society takes your job, making you into a beggar. It's a new life, but unhappy life. One example. One example. Society separates you from parents. Society separates you from parents. It is unhappy, painful, that change. Society unites you with parents. That is happy and comfortable. It gives you bliss, happiness. That change is good in a way. Right. Now, this is the theme of this poem. How change from society affect a person. How change from society affects a person. Now, Harindranath Chattopadhyay is the poet. He's an Indian poet. Indian poet. Made in India. Made in India. Now, here in this poem, Chattopadhyay examines that theme of change, that comes to human life, from society. That comes to human life from society. Right. To discuss this theme, he selects a typical, real example. Typical example. What is this typical example? The goblet. Why? Goblet is not the natural life. Goblet is a new life made by man, by the change of water. Goblet's original life is clay. Now it is clay that is changed into a goblet by society. Society needs a goblet. Society does not need clay. Therefore, they change clay into goblet. They change clay into goblet according to their needs. They never think of the feelings, desires of the clay. No matter. They need a goblet. Therefore, they change clay into goblet without considering desires of the clay. Therefore, changes from society are very, very serious, brutal, merciless, unloving, because society will never think of your desires, your consent, whether you like it or not, your new change. අපේ අලුත් වෙනසට අපි කැමති නැද්ද කියලා සමාජය අපෙන් අහන්නේ. Society is very selfish, very determined in changing people. Now, in this poem, Chattopadhyaya personifies the goblet as a person who changed, as a person who has been changed by society. There is a dialogue or conversation between the goblet and the poet. Now the poet speaks to the goblet. The poet speaks to the goblet. He thinks the goblet is a living person who has some experience about change from society. Now you see the first stanza. It's a question. The opening stanza is a question. Question. Question to the goblet. Now let's read it. O silent goblet, red from head to heel. Now you see personification. The goblet has a head. Goblet has heels. Heel means feet or legs. Now goblet is standing like a person. Red person. This is the color of the goblet. When clay is burnt, fired, it's an artificial color, man-made color. Oh, silent goblet. He addresses, speaks to the goblet, thinking it to be a person, silent person. You know, silent people are wise. Silent people are wise and intelligent. They have knowledge. Silent people. But talkative people, they are clattering like empty pots. Silence is sign of wisdom. Sign of wisdom. Silence. Silent goblet. Now poet expects the goblet has some knowledge. Knowledge about it and experience about change. Now he questions, how did you feel? How did you feel when you been twirled? Twirl means turn. Upon the potter's wheel. What is the potter's wheel? Is the instrument that potter uses to make pots, clay pots. Potter's wheel. Now potter's wheel is here a symbol. What does it symbolize? Society's changing machine or process. Society's changing mechanism. Potter's wheel. It turns. We also turn in this potter's wheel. Still turn. Society changes our lives day by day, day by day. Right? Now, society introduces you to a modern technology, modern gadgets. They change your life. Now, smartphones change your life. Computers change your life. Now we have changed. Now we learn through online. Because society has changed us. Whether we like it or not, we have to do it. Because of coronavirus, to stay away from virus, to stay away from other people, this is the only method we have, this new change. We have separated from each other. We live lonely lives now because of virus. That is the new change from society. We don't like it. There are many pains, but we have to accept it without questioning. When you've been twirled upon the potter's wheel before the potter gave you this poet questions, tell me your experience. Tell me your feelings. Tell me your feelings, your experience that you had when the potter changed you. When the potter changed you from clay into goblet. Tell me your experience. Tell me your feelings. The poet questions the goblet. Because poet wants to know it. How changes affect the individual. Therefore, the first stanza is a question. It's a question to the goblet. The other stanzas are answers from the goblet. That is the answer to the poet. Therefore, there is a conversation or dialogue, one technique of this poem. A dialogue between the goblet and the poet. Okay. Now goblet speaks. Then what is the point of view? First person. Because the poet is also in the poem. The goblet is also in the poem. They are speaking to each other. It is the first person point of view, not it out. I felt. Now, poet questions, how did you feel? How did you experience it? Then goblet answers, I felt conscious impulse. I had a natural feeling. Conscious impulse means natural feeling in my clay. In my clay means it's a metaphor here. What is the idea? Clay heart. Clay heart. I had a natural feeling in my clay heart to break away, escape. Escape. From where? From the great potter's hand, that powerful potter's hand that burned so warm, that hands were burning, painful. Now, what is the idea? Changes from society is painful, burning, intolerable, unbearable, not comfortable. changes from society. Now, Goblet says, I wanted to escape because the potter's hands were so burning, so painful. He gave me much pain by turning me on the potter's wheel. Goblet implies that he does not like this new life. He does not like this new life, Goblet's life. I felt a conscious impulse in my clay heart to break away from the great potter's hand that burned so warm. Burning, giving pain. Warm means very hot, like fire. Then Goblet further says, I felt vast feeling of sorrow. I had sorrowful feelings. I never liked to be cast, to be made. To be cast means to be changed, in other words, into my present form. What is this present form? Goblet. The goblet shape. Note it down. This present form is the goblet shape. I never liked this goblet shape. I never wanted to be a goblet. I like to be clay. What is the idea here? Sometimes we love our old life, our natural life, and we do not love our new life, artificial life. Natural life is better than this artificial new life, because natural life is very simple. No problems, not many problems. But new life, this modern life, is full of problems, complex. There is no mental happiness. Now Goblet says, I never wanted to be a goblet, but society changed me from clay into goblet. You never wanted to be a thief, but society made you into a thief. ඔබට කවදාවත් හොරෙක් වෙන්න ඕන උනේ නැහැ. නමුත් සමාජය ඔබ හොරෙක් කරනවා. That is change. Now Goblet says the same thing. He further says, before that fatal hour, that dangerous moment, fatal hour means that moment of changing. Fatal hour means that moment of changing from clay into goblet. That moment our Somi took me captive, prisoner. Captive means prisoner. At that moment I was a prisoner on the potter's wheel. I became a prisoner of the potter. Became the prisoner of the potter. And cast into, change into this crimson. Crimson means red. Goblet sleep, underline goblet sleep, is another metaphor here. Now Goblet says, I am a goblet sleep. What is the idea of goblet sleep? A person without a heart, any senses. A person without any senses, like a dead man. The Goblet says, Now I am changed into a dead man. I am changed into a person without senses. I don't see, I don't hear, I don't feel through nose and mouth. All my senses are dead now. Therefore, I do not like this new life. But before this change into goblet sleep, I used to feel, I used to enjoy, underline the fragrant friendship of a little flower. Fragrant means sweet. You know friendship. I had a sweet friendship, relationship. Friendship means I had very sweet relationship with a little flower. A little flower is another metaphor. What is the idea of this metaphor? A loving person, a beloved person. I had a warm, loving relationship with a flower. It has another meaning. Flower means a girl. A relationship with a girl, a lover. Now you can imagine the relationship. I had a lover in my clay heart, fragrant friendship. Now I have lost it. In my new life, goblet life, in this goblet sleep, I do not have that lover. Now what is this? When society changes you, it never thinks of you. Society is very selfish. Now this society changes goblet's relationship with his lover. Now that relationship is destroyed. Goblet has a new life, but a lonely, empty, senseless, heartless new life. Now society never thinks of your desires, your willingness. Society is very selfish. Now this society changes the goblet's natural life, his relationships with his lover, and changes him to a goblet as society likes. Whose root, here root means heart, feet, was in my bosom, in my heart. Here bosom means heart, deep buried. Now it was heart-to-heart relationship, but now it is over. It is no more now, destroyed completely by society, by Potter. Potter means society. Potter has destroyed that. He has taken my heart out. He has taken my loving feelings and destroyed. Now I am an empty man. Now you know goblet is empty. Inside it is hollow. Nothing, empty. Last answer is a summary of this dangerous effects of change from society. Summary. The Potter has drawn out living breath of me. Living breath, my living life, my heart. Living breath means it's also metaphor. My heart, my feelings. Living breath. Potter has taken it out. Drawn out means taken out. And given me, Potter has given me death of me. Death is also another metaphor. What is the idea? No heart, no feelings. Now I am a feelingless man. Potter has killed me. Potter has emotionally killed me. I have no emotions now. I am like a dead man. Now, this is the drastic, dangerous effect, bad effects of changes from society. Bad effects. My past unshapely natural state, unshapely, my natural life, clay life, natural state means his clay life, noted out, was unshapely, no shape, no beauty, not beautiful, attractive, but I liked it because it was simple. It was the best life I had. Because with just one flower flaming, he again refers to that flower, that metaphor, that girl, that lover. She was in me, flaming, giving me the warmth of love, warmth of relationship. She was in me. Therefore, I liked that life, my natural life, old life, because it was full of love, full of passion, full of warm relationship. Flower flaming, firing, burning. Now, flame is symbolic of love and lust. Flame means fire. Fire is symbolic of love and lust. She was burning a fire of love in my heart. My breast means heart. But I do not have that love. I do not have that burning love, flaming love in my heart because I have no heart now. Potter has taken it out and crushed it, destroyed it. Therefore, I have no heart now. I am a loveless man now. Therefore, I do not like my new life. I like my old natural state, natural life. Now, in this way, the goblet explains that the change given to him by society is not happy change. It's unhappy change. It's an unhappy change. A change not acceptable. He cannot accept that change. A change that cannot be acceptable. Right? Therefore, he never likes this. He does not like this, appreciate this new change. Now we understand society is selfish in changing people. Society is ruthless, merciless in changing people. Society never thinks of what you like or what you dislike. What you dislike. Society thinks of its likes and dislikes. Its likes and dislikes. Sometimes these changes are good. Sometimes these changes are bad. Sometimes these changes are positive. Sometimes these changes are negative. Sometimes they are happy. Sometimes they are unhappy. Both. Dual in nature. Right? But we have to face it. Okay, that is the idea of this poem by Chattopadhyaya. Okay, we write down the comment next week. I have to send you my third test paper. I will send it to your WhatsApp group, right? And please answer it to the time. Watch එක ළඟ තියාගෙන මේ හරියටම පැය 3ට ලියන්න. මේ අවංකවම කරන්න මේ වැඩේ. දනුෂිකා මට මේ සැරේ හිස් කොළ එපා. මට උත්තර ලියපු එකක් ඕනේ. එහෙම නැත්තම් පේපර් එක නොයවයි. එතන මම පේපර් එක දැන් එවන්නම්. හරියටම දැන් ඔයාලට කාලේ තියෙනවා. ස්කූල් වැකේෂන් එක. හිතට අරගෙන පැය 3ට මේක ලියන්න බලන්න. පැය 3යි විනාඩි 15ක් හම්බ වෙනවා ඔයාලට. හරියට ටයිම් මැනේජ් කරගෙන ලියන්න. මේ don't worry, you can refer to your notes. notes වලට refer කරලා හරි පැය 3ට මේක ලියන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න. එහෙම නැතුණු විභාගයේදී ඔයාලට දඬුවම් විඳින්න සිද්ධ වෙනවා. right. Ruchira, what is the WhatsApp group? කවුද මේක හැදුවේ? ඉමාෂිද හැදුවේ? මොකද්ද WhatsApp group එකේ දාලා තියෙන්නේ කොහමද? තියෙනවද group එකක්?
Literature class 2021.
Literature class 2021. අමින්ද බලන්න literature class 2021. right. එතකොට අර නම් papers දෙකම ලියලා දුන්න අයත් ඉන්නවා ඔයාලා අතරේ. එයා සාමාන්‍ය ලකුණු මට්ටමක ඉන්නවා. දැන් මේ papers වල මම errors mark කරලා දීලා ඇති. ඒවා නැවත නැවත කරන්න එපා. මොකද මේ repeated errors ඔයාලගේ ලකුණු මේ අඩු වෙනවා. අඩු කරනවා. එහෙනම් මේ carefully answer කරන්න මේවට. literature class Ruchira, send a message. පොඩි message එකක් දාන්න. all right. Right. Now paper is sent. Sandavini මේ ඔයා WhatsApp group එකේ නෑ මට ඔයා මට message එකක් දාන්න WhatsApp වලට මම එවන්නම් ඔයාලට. I will send it to you. මගේ number එක දන්නවනේ. මට දාන්න WhatsApp message එකක්. right. I got it. Okay, now answer the paper and send it to Gayasha or Tinashi's house. Tinashila ගෙදරට දෙන්න මම class fees add කරගන්න ආපු වෙලාවට අරගන්නයි. right. Okay, then that's all for the day. I will inform you if the extra class later. Right. Okay. Goodbye, all of you.